So you snagged what you thought was a great deal on a secondhand iPhone or iPad, but there's a catch. It's locked. Hey, don't worry. This is not a dead end. We are going to break down exactly how to solve this the right way using only the official safe methods. Man, is there anything more frustrating? You've got this beautiful piece of tech in your hands, but you're just stuck, staring at a screen that will not let you in. It's a super common problem, but believe me, there is a clear path forward.
Okay, before you do anything else, the most important thing is don't panic. And please, whatever you do, do not rush into one of those sketchy online unlocking services. There is a clean, safe path, and then there's a messy, risky one. We are going to guide you down the right one, step by step, using only the official Apple-approved methods. Now, first things first, you got to understand that not all locks are the same. On one hand, you've got the activation lock. Think of this as the Apple ID lock. It's tied to the Find My feature. And on the other hand, you have the carrier lock, which is basically a SIM lock that ties the device to a specific mobile network. So your first mission is to figure out which one of these you're actually dealing with. And that brings us to what is, without a doubt, the single most important piece of advice in this entire explainer. And ideally, you do this before you ever hand over a single penny. No, seriously, stop. Before you contact anyone, before you try a single fix, you absolutely must check the device's status. Trust me on this step is non-negotiable, and it will save you a world of headaches later on. Okay, so if you can get into the device at all, here is how you check for that carrier lock. Just hop into Settings, then tap General, and then About. Scroll down a bit, and if you see the beautiful words, No SIM Restrictions, you're golden. You're all set. But if it says carrier lock, well, now you know what your quest is. As for the activation lock, oh, you'll know. You'll be completely stuck during the initial setup process. All right, let's gear up for our first quest, tackling that activation lock. This is Apple's big security feature. And yeah, it's designed to be tough, but it's not impossible. Here's the deal. The only truly legitimate way to solve this is to contact the previous owner. They are the only person who holds the keys to the kingdom. And the best part? They don't even need the phone in their hands to do it. They can just log into iCloud.com or use the Find My app on another device, click a few buttons, and boom, the device is removed from their account. It's really that simple. But what if the seller has just vanished, disappeared into thin air? Well, you do have one official backup plan. You can contact Apple support directly. But, and listen, this is a huge but, you absolutely must have the original proof of purchase. We're talking the original sales receipt. Without that, even Apple's hands are tied. And this brings us to the biggest, most dangerous pitfall out there. Please take this seriously. Any website or any service that claims they can bypass the activation lock for a fee, they are almost certainly a scam. They will take your money and you will still be left with a very expensive brick. Okay, quest number 2. Freeing your device from a specific network carrier. Now, this is a totally different process from the activation lock, but it's actually very manageable as long as you follow the official playbook. So before you even make the call, you need to gather some intel. First, you gotta know who the original carrier was. Second, you'll need the device's unique IMEI number. You can find both of those right in the settings, under General, then About. And finally, you might need to prove that the original account with that carrier was all paid up and in good standing. Once you've got your info, the process is pretty straightforward. You contact the original carrier and file an official unlock request. Then you play the waiting game, which can take a few days. After you get that sweet approval email, this next part is absolutely crucial. You have to back up your device, completely erase it, and then restore it from that backup. I know, it sounds a little weird, but that erase and restore cycle is what actually triggers the unlock. After that, you're free to pop in your new SIM card. And how do you know you've won? You go right back to that About screen in your settings. That annoying carrier lock message will be gone, replaced with the 3 most beautiful words you'll see all day. No SIM restrictions. That, my friend, is freedom. You can now use any carrier you want. So after going through both of these quests, you've probably noticed a pattern, right? It all boils down to a single golden rule that applies to pretty much everything we've just talked about. It really is this simple. You do work directly with the official players in the game, the person who sold you the device, Apple itself, or the original carrier. You don't ever mess with shady third-party services, weird unlock codes you found online, or sketchy software. One path is safe and guaranteed to work.
The other is a minefield that's almost always a waste of your time and money.
So if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. The key to unlocking any used Apple device every single time is to stick to the official channels. There are no secret shortcuts, there are no backdoors. This is the only way to guarantee a safe, permanent, and legitimate unlock for your device. And with that, your device is finally truly yours. It's open, it's free, and it's ready for anything you can throw at it. That's an awesome feeling, right? To have a completely unrestricted device in your hands. So the only question left is, now that it's free, what's the very first thing you're going to do?